good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude, often we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. We are here for a Saturday night crash, and it just doesn't get much more thrilling than this one on EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Ravens. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Catching up with the Ravens head coach, he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Now the Ravens offense will get the football first. A key in this running game will be Joe Jackson. What a performance he had in their last game, putting up more than 300 yards on the ground. They'll run it on the counter. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And it's the Ravens will hustle to the line.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And it's the Ravens getting set on 1st and 10. Keeps it on first down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Snags a quick pass on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Young. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down. Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Cook. Picks up the first down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes a catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And it's the Ravens come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Cook. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to the ground with the running back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Using his legs, it's Cook. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Parker. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And it's the Ravens, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. And they get him down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
There's a crease. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Lewis. Catch in the middle. It's Atkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot in zone. when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Makes it past the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. That's caught. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the RPO, complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to get through the noise. It's Lewis. Gets rid of it. And the missed connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The option, the keeper. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got a little grass. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And it's the Ravens look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the running back. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And it's the Ravens back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Naird on the right sideline. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line.
See the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that
Touchdown, Ravens! Right on the money, makes the grab in the end zone.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Number 35, set to advance on the football.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Throwing, Lewis. Fakes the grab. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quick.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. First part was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able. The offense with good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum, bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Lewis to throw. It's on target and complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry-up now, second down, clock ticking. Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Ravens. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Lewis throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout on the defense.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with the Utah State Aggies taking on the number 14 team, the Boise State Broncos. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And it's the Ravens will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with Colorado's head coach at halftime. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where their weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. On the gun on third down, Lewis. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep them clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense, it
snags it, and he's open. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip.
Might have a chance. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he's got some space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive?
Touchdown, Ravens! And the route is on.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Perry. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the run, it's Young. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Balls and fired complete. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the end. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes a deep grab.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can consistently get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
And it's the Ravens want to move quickly. Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab, and there's got enough space. Touchdown, Ravens. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. In the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Using his legs, it's Young. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Lewis on the play action. Hauls it in. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot. They don't understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot. Put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Lewis. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that's...
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first.
Finding some room, and he's dragged down. Final game of the regular season, just waiting on this clock to run out. Let's check out the top 12 scoreboard right now. All of these teams fighting for playoff spots, and this is what you want to do when you're in the hunt. Finish a game like these guys have done. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth.
Switch it. Ready? Go.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. And it's the Ravens will have it 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. Fights off a defender. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Garrison. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And it's the Ravens. Kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Black 14.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. You've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe run.
There's some room. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And it's the Ravens pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Number 35, set to kick it away.